Hello, my name is Amada Funky, and this is my persuasive speech about why dress codes should get banned for speech 1315. Dress codes should get banned for multiple reasons. One of these reasons being is that dress codes only target women. Men rarely get sent home for what they are wearing. A man and a woman could be wearing the exact same thing, yet only the woman would get sent home. No one is paying attention to the man, yet all the teachers are looking at the women and telling her that her body is disruptive and sending her home. Not only does it target women, it targets curvy women the most. Someone who is flat and someone who is curvy could be wearing the exact same thing, yet only the curvy woman would get sent home and be told that her body is disruptive. There is nothing she can do about how her body looks. This is body shaming at its finest. A specific example about this is a girl noticed that rarely did her white friends get dress coded, yet all her black friends were getting dress coded, but they were wearing the exact same thing. Eventually, she asks an administrator why her white friends rarely got dress coded, and the administrator bluntly said it's because they have nothing to show. Not only is this sexist and racist, they are body shaming this woman for having curves, and they can't control what their body looks like. Curves grow however they want to. One excuse on why people say dress codes are good is because they say that dress codes create a good learning environment with no disruptions. But aren't dress codes even more disruptive? A teacher has to stop teaching to dress code a woman. They take the focus off of learning and education and put all of the focus on the woman's body. On the woman's body and what she is wearing. This can be extremely embarrassing for that woman. And most of the people in that class wouldn't have even noticed what she was wearing until the teacher pointed it out. Not only does the teacher have to stop class for a solid 2 minutes to write her up and send her up to the office, that girl usually has to leave class or go home for what she is wearing. Isn't that more disruptive and stops the learning education way more? Another reason on why dress codes should get banned is because dress codes literally sexualize a woman's body. Even the National Education Society said this. They said that dress codes sexualize a woman's body, therefore they should ban dress codes altogether. How dress codes sexualize women's bodies is because they say that the girl's body is too disruptive for class, and that's why they get sent home. There's a reason men rarely get sent home. It's because people don't sexualize women's bodies, yet they sexualize women's bodies like crazy. And they're teaching women that they need to cover up, or else they're going to get touched and harassed because men can't control themselves. Why should it be a woman's responsibility for what a man does? It should be a man's responsibility to not touch that woman. Men should be able to see a woman's shoulders and not get turned on by it. And even if they do get turned on, they shouldn't touch them. They should be able to control their actions and not touch the woman. Yet, a lot of people are taught that it's the woman's fault anyway, even though it's the man who did it. This is victim blaming, and it happens a lot, especially when a man harasses a woman for what she is wearing. In school, we are literally taught that women are a prostitute or a hoe if they dress revealing or if they don't wear enough clothing. Do you know how damaging this can be for a child to be told that they look like a prostitute because they are showing clothing, and that men can't control themselves because of what they look like? Rarely do we hear about lesbians who are unable to control themselves. So if lesbians can control themselves, why can't men? It's not that they can't, it's that they don't try, or they don't want to. They genuinely believe that it's the woman's fault for wearing what she's wearing, so they don't even try to not touch her. And they just go ahead and sexually harass her. And the sad part is that that the man isn't going to get blamed for it. A lot of people will say, oh, but boys will be boys. No, he is not a boy. He is a predator and a danger to society. And a lot of people will say that the dress code debate isn't a big deal. But what do you think happens when a man who wasn't taught to keep his hands to himself sees a woman out in public in a miniskirt? That woman gets raped. And she is told that it is her fault that she got raped because of what she is wearing. Why do women always have to cater to men's needs when it is the man who raped her? Oh, but the woman could have just said no. She probably did say no. Frequently women do say no to men, yet the man doesn't listen to the no and rapes her anyway because her clothes gave him permission. Her clothes were asking for it because she was dressing like a prostitute, so obviously she wanted to get raped. Clothes are not consent. Only what comes out of her mouth matters. Unless she says yes, no means no, and you are not allowed to rape women for what they are wearing. And a lot of people will say, but that's not where you learn it. Dress code isn't rape culture, but dress code is rape culture because where else do you learn that you are a prostitute and a whore for wearing bad clothing? Where else do you learn that you are a distraction to boys and if you don't cover up, it's your fault for getting harassed? I get taught in school all the time that I am to blame if I am wearing something revealing. So if dress code can stop just a few people from getting raped, shouldn't it be our responsibility to ban and stop dress code to protect these women and stop them from getting emotionally scarred for the rest of their lives?